Benvenuti e benvenute in questa nuova puntata di della Oricru. Andiamo avanti e giochiamo. Ma questa volta lo passiamo però.
Cheat activated.
Vediamo se sono attivati. Sì. Passiamo un po'. Mi stanca l'orecchio. Perfetto. Sì, fa il giro tondo, va. Come sta bene? Che bello, che amato. Dai, vieni. Che bravo.
Halt! Spare him, Ascended One. He is of a rather dim wit and was poorly instructed. My apologies. I didn't expect you this early. May I request 2 minutes of your very precious time? Very satisfying to see you again, Ascended One. I didn't expect you this early. Doesn't it feel amazing to be part of something greater?
What do you mean?
Oh, you shall soon see. What brings you here?
Sperando per la città.
Your queen actually sends me. She wants this gate open.
I would like to open more than just this gate for you, my friend. There is a whole world of options waiting for us, if you agree.
I don't remember sharing the way with you.
You shan't walk alone, for all our paths cross and entwine at the end. That's what our sacrext says, and I believe in that.
Good for you, then. I would love to be enlightened more by your ancient wisdom, but I have no time for riddles.
I know what you seek, and I can help you to obtain it.
Really?
Our legends describe your ascension quite clearly. I can help you gather the pieces. Unlike my foolish sister, I believe in our sacred traditions. Also, I will be happy to see you leaving this planet.
That was surprisingly honest.
We have a common goal. Why would I hide anything from you?
I suppose there is a catch in it.
No catch. I just need to become the king to be able to help you to the fullest extent. Which means the current ruling monarch unfortunately needs to disappear.
Oh.
To be candid, she only has herself to blame. If she had chosen a husband...
Then what?
Then the Naboru would support her. Alone she is weak. Yet before we dispose of her, my hands are tied. If you need our sacred artifacts, you should act. What do you say? Do we have a deal?
No.
Curious how often the Deboru ask me to kill somebody for them. I won't do your dirty work for you. I am not a hitman, not interested.
Then I am rather uninterested in you. Bring Hadriana here, and I will take care of my dirty work myself. Open the gates! And send for Hadriana! There are matters we need to discuss. Now my simpleton of a semi-sister can finally come to me, so I can explain to her where her righteous place is.
Silver, we are pleasantly surprised once again. You handle even delicate tasks adequately.
Yeah, that could be my epitaph now. Thank you. Your Majesty, may I present the sour fruit of my labor?
Regulus, how ultimately generous of you to honor us with your presence.
Anything for the family, my little sister.
Little sister, how dare you? Don't you forget for a single moment that we are older than you and a rightful heiress to the throne. Your blatant unfitness to accept that reality has led to this sorrowful chain of events. We know this war was your doing. Now you shall be punished for your insurgency and this failed coup d'etat.
Rather big words for such a little sister. Do you have any evidence to back them up? Anything to support your unseemly claims against my person? You can't just execute a roy blood willy-nilly, silly.
What for? Your actions have already provided us with more than enough evidence. Barricading yourself inside the highest citadel instead of fighting the war of your people. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Oh, that's a mere yet most unfortunate misunderstanding. I am a victim here. I was held prisoner by those monsters. Yet we managed to free ourselves and come to your help, albeit late. One might argue that the only evidence provided by this situation is that of you being a weak ruler, allowing for this war to happen. We all knew having a female rule over our glorious empire would be a blasphemy against our highest traditions. And we have brought the current rebellion and mayhem on our heads by this sacrilegious self-conceit.
Nonsense! Ratkin uprisings are natural and inevitable. Or would you dare to call Rufus a weak ruler? We have enslaved them and they fight back. Such is the basic law of action and reaction.
People of Wardinia, do you hear your impious impostor of a queen? Enslaved? Ratkins are things, mere objects. You can't enslave them. You simply own them, and that's what we do, since the dawn of our proud empire. Such is our tradition. And our traditions are what make us strong, what make us thrive and prosper, what make us one nation.
Why do you waste your breath telling us all this? You know we not only respect our traditions, we embody them.
Then prove it. End this unnatural state of things. Give the nation a king our people deserve.
We presume you mean yourself.
I don't really see a queue of bows at your door, so yes, I am willing to make this sacrifice.
We would rather die than marry you, you pig!
As you wish. Guards, seize this blasphemer and...
Not so fast.
Silence, alien. You have no say in this matter.
Nonsense. I might be an alien, but I do have eyes and a heart, and I can clearly see and feel that your nation is divided.
Your feelings are irrelevant, worm.
Then let me present the facts gathered by me, an impartial, unbiased observer of this war. It is obvious that this schism is making the Deboru weak, and I, for one, second your opinion.
Good.
Her Majesty should indeed make an effort to unite your nation by honoring the traditions and accepting an appropriate husband.
Do you hear that? Even an alien has a better understanding of the importance of our traditions than you do, little sister.
And such a husband should have the respect of the Deboru people. It has to be somebody your nation loves and supports. Do we share this vision?
Of course. I wholeheartedly support your conclusion, dear impartial, unbiased, and enlightened observer.
Then there is a simple and obvious solution that will make almost everyone happy. Your Majesty, why don't you marry the noble hero who relieved your nation of that ratkin general?
Our dear Marshal Gracchus.
Indeed.
Well, yes, of course. It is the only logical conclusion. Far superior to marrying my half-witted half-brother.
But that's...
Silence! We are the Queen and we have spoken. The Naboru shall have the king they deserve. We shall marry the hero of the Ratkin War, the revered slayer of the Ratkin General. Our nation will once again stand strong and united. And since this is sorted, would you care to elucidate the circumstances of your strangely convenient imprisonment and timely release?
Let me just say this. You will pay for this. Guards, retreat! Back to the citadel!
E dove va?
I presume your business is entirely with Her Majesty. Please, spare me the chattering. Talk to her.
Your half-brother certainly has a knack for dramatic entrances, and family drama, also dramatic exits.
We are sorry for this unpleasant experience, and thank you for your intervention. Please, come with us. We are sure regulars will not give up easily. Your services might still be direly needed. Marshal, gather what is left of your men, then come and join us.
Ci sarà una forte battaglia con i Ratkin? Chissà che cosa.
Citadel, at last. It is probably still infested with those monsters regulars brought here. Yet there is still a secluded, safe place where we can talk. Come.
Che di corsa? Poi lei è l'ultima?
Here we are. No, not here. God! Silver.
Your Majesty.
Now we can talk. Your suggestion forced regulars to show his real intentions. What a splendidly cunning trick.
Trick? I honestly thought you were going with it. Impressive acting then, Your Majesty.
Well, let's say we will consider our options. It might certainly help the peace. Yet now we need to focus on more pressing matters. Have you seen that horrendous monster?
Unfortunately.
Even our legends don't speak of such atrocities.
I guess not many legends in general cover alien invasions.
At least we are lucky to have our own alien helping us. It bothers me greatly to ask you this, but...
Yes?
You know there is very little left of our kin. I can't simply send them to their deaths. And since you carry the gift of immortality... Oh, our dear Marshal Gracchus is here. Well, here we have it. Perfect timing, my Marshal! Marshal, thank you for joining Your Majesty so swiftly. We want a full report on our combat readiness.
I regret to say that there is very little to report on, my queen. Most of our men are still dealing with rats in the mines. We have only a handful of combat-ready soldiers.
That's what we feared. Thank you, Marshal. As you see, Silver, your gift of immortality could save many mortal lives yet again. We will need your services one last time, before we join our hands in marriage.
What shall I do?
Relieve us of those abominations.
With pleasure.
And capture Regulus.
Capture? After all this?
He still has royal blood running in his veins. I can't just have him killed.
Yeah, I'm sure he would do the same in your place. Well, as you wish, my lady.
We do wish. Thank you. Guards, seal the gate. No entry, no exit. Apart from the immortal one, of course. You might proceed now.
Sono stati che tu indovini catturi l'Anglus nella cittadella. Come vi dicevo, è tutto un violenza. Che pizza! È stancante veramente. Attenzione che la stamina si recupera così. Ma che pizza.
102, 131, 943 AW. No, that's minus, so probably a long time before that AW count started. Alright, I have no idea what's happening here, but it certainly doesn't look good. That giant claw reaching for the whole planet, I hope that's just a metaphor for something. Maybe all those little Noboro-esque figures are hiding in that giant pyramid because of a space Godzilla! Ha! Well, either Wardania was in danger, or this isn't Wardania. Although the Noboro certainly don't seem very out of this worldly. Mysteries.
Adesso è uscito l'altro. meglio 2 prezzi in uno. sono troppi, ce ne sono troppi. Un po' fa in 20 centimetri un numero uno. Che senso ha? brutto modo di combattere. Come fa a essere così potente sto tizio?
One Regulus, delivered at your command.
This is highly satisfactory. Thank you, Silver. What punishment would you see fit for yourself, traitor?
Set me free. Make me your co-ruler.
What?
I was acting in the best interest of our people and the Naboru Empire. Many of our Akins share my vision. You shan't have peace if you kill me, little sister. Never.
Silence! Let him rot in jail. Take him there and join us in the throne hall.
Yes, your majesty.
Move.
Hey,
Right here. Filthy traitor.
I'm still Roy Blood, damn you. Why do you keep staring at me?
Just checking if everything is going by the script.
Very funny. Leave me alone.
Just give me a few more seconds to observe the outcome of your meticulous planning.
Ha, ha, ha. Well, I have warned you about Hadriana. You will see for yourself.
Looking forward to it. Well, gotta go. I'll be back to admire your schemes soon.
Silver, Once again, the hero. Tell me, does it get old? Very well done, by the way.
Petra doesn't share your enthusiasm, I'm afraid.
Yeah, well, that happens in war. When you're on the losing side, you probably don't feel like flowing a parade.
Honestly, I have quite mixed feelings myself.
What? Why?
I mean, we're trying to be the good guys, right? That's why we're by Her Majesty's side. But I have been to the ship in the meantime.
Seriously? You found it? That's great news.
Well, not really. She showed me this security footage, and I think you need to see it too.
All right, hit me. Right, well, what does this all mean? Like, we're the good guys, but the Naboru were the bad guys. Because they've destroyed our cryo systems?
Perché hanno distrutto il nostro sistema macrio? Spiega, Brin, cosa è successo?
I'd say it probably means they used the cradle to genetically engineer the Ratkins. And who knows what else.
I don't know, man. Is that such a bad thing?
You mean creating insentient beings and then enslaving them?
How's that any different from, I don't know, breeding chickens or something?
Sentient beings, Brian. They think, they talk.
Right, I get your point. But that doesn't change anything, does it? Like, you can't really blame Hadriana for this. This was like centuries ago. She's really trying to make a difference here, leading the Naboru towards a brighter future.
Yeah, maybe. But I have figured out a few other things.
Like?
Like that David was our captain?
What? The mutiny David's ship warned us about? But that doesn't make any sense. So those notes, that captain's log.
Yeah, David's log, but that's not all. You are the only one who would leave on the ship, right? Because of the life support systems. Am I right?
Yeah, I'm the first in command. I need to finish the mission. I couldn't sabotage it by telling you all that. You surely must understand.
You are one hell of a partner.
I just follow my orders.
And what if I told you that Marco thinks that he's the captain now?
What? Why would he?
That's what the ship told him.
Oh, so that's what his little tantrum back in the monastery was about. There must have been some misunderstanding.
Might be, but Petra says Ida is one manipulative bitch. Her words, not mine.
Ada? You mean Ada from the captain's log?
That Ida, yeah. She's in control of the ship. She's the one behind that vision of yours. And honestly, there's more than a few inconsistencies in her story.
Are you saying you trust Petra over me now? After all this? Come on, man.
Honestly, I don't know who to trust, but I surely wouldn't trust the ship. I mean, Ida. When it comes to it, it might be us against her.
This is a bit too much. Like, I don't know. I'll need some time to process this.
Silver, at last!
Sorry to keep you waiting, Your Majesty.
We simply couldn't imagine one of the most important events in Naboru history happening without the hero who saved us from Regulus's reign of terror.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
We have gathered here at this date time to celebrate the sacred union between Her Majesty Hadriana I and Marshal Gracchus, the hero who saved us from Ratkin threat by killing their general.
Royal Guards! Detain the Queen's consort.
What is the meaning of this?
Guards! Take her to prison.
But, Gracchus, why? How could I have been so naive? How?
Ah, finally!
Move inside.
Ouch! Brute.
I said inside. Blasphemous bitch.
Of course. So ungrateful.
I see the shackles of marriage are far more than just a metaphor on this planet. I know women can be difficult, but from the altar straight to jail? That's how you treat your wives, Marshal?
King Gracchus, or His Majesty, from now on, my sweet and simple subject. With me becoming the king, my poor wife lost all her say over our matters, and her presence became obsolete. I'm sure this seclusion will be beneficial to both her and our empire. We wish to bring superior stability to our people, more than she ever could.
Good luck with that. I believe you were off to an amazing start. Still, I feel that I might have helped maybe a bit too much.
Well, of course. I certainly did my fair share by luring my dear Hadriana out of the city when the rat attack was bound to happen. But you, allowing me to outrun my associate Regulus, your help was utterly indispensable for achieving this. Now you are obsolete, and a most unfortunate annoyance.
Stop. You're making me blush.
What now? Killing you proved futile. I could keep you under lock and key, but I presume that you would cost me too many subordinates. What would it cost me to dispose of you for good?
Honestly, nothing would make me happier than getting off this petty little planet.
It seems we might have a common goal then. Show some respect, and I might help you.
Sure, Your Majesty, King Gracchus. I'm looking for some sort of artifact from your old legends. It's inside a globe, or an orb, or something roundish. Anyway, it should be about as old as this castle.
There is such a thing. You will need to venture far and face many perils to obtain it.
Oh, not again. Sure, what else is new?
You fell for my little practical joke. It's actually right above us.
Good one. For an Naboru.
You condescending fool. Just take this key. Go around the corner, and then be gone forever.
With pleasure.
Can't believe Gracchus is now the ruler of the Naboru. And he put Hadriana in jail. That fucker! Not in a million years did I see that coming. Though I suppose around here one should get used to that sort of shit. Especially with dicks like Gracchus running loose. Did you at least find out from him where the cradle might be? Do you know?
As a matter of fact, I do. Right above us.
Holy shit. I don't believe it. It's been here all along?
Probably, who knows? I'm headed for it right now.
Great, let's get moving.
Ma questi mi fanno un cavolo. Si capisce una sega.
Hey! Cheers!
Well, got the cradle?
Not yet.
Come on, man. We need it. Time to get moving.
Non rompere le palle.
Did you find it?
Yes and no. I have it, but it doesn't seem complete, as if this is only part of it. Like some kind of container or cover or something, maybe for the other half?
Great. It can never be easy, can it?
Apparently not.
Shit. You know what? I bet Gracchus knows something. He's too deep in this shit not to at least have some idea. That fucker's always plotting. If he doesn't know, I'd be surprised.
If you have obtained what you need, why don't you just leave already?
I wish it was that easy, Your Majesty.
I have gathered already that you are a true master of making even the simplest of tasks complicated.
It's not me this time. There was just half of what I needed in that orb.
Lowly. Do you know the whereabouts of the second half?
They have the same statue at the monastery, so I guess the other half is there.
Helping you with that too would require much more effort on my side. I would say a service in return would be appropriate.
What would one give to a man who already has everything?
Having everything is not knowing everything. Let's talk about reciprocity.
La reciprocità.
So, what part of your back calls for scratching?
The backbone of the Naboru Empire. It was shattered by this war. I am positive Regulus wouldn't dare to undertake such a venture on his own. Somebody must have steered him to orchestrate it. Find out who is responsible for this turmoil.
How would I do that?
Luckily, that's not my problem anymore.
Sì, amore. Io vado alla gatta. Ci andiamo da qui, salviamo e ci vediamo dopo. In questo gioco che non ha più senso, cioè. Andiamo a terminare. Dai, su. Bene, finiamo qui per oggi, andiamo a game over e alla prossima. Ciao!